Welcome to the Morning Blitz with John Abraham, Captain Cool, and the Bandiman Bailey Lowery. Call into the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline now, 256-576-4977. That's 256-576-4977. Now, here's Captain Cool.
Hello and welcome in to the Morning Blitz. John Abraham, Captain Cool, alongside the Bandiman Bailey Lowery here on a fun Friday in no man's land. Look, all the shows are fun, but Friday is just a little bit funner. And I know you might be saying, hey, John, that's not a word, and I say this. There ain't no rules here on the Morning Blitz. We get all the sports talk out in the span of an hour, and we appreciate you guys joining us for that time. And we gotta talk a little bit about this Alabama situation. Every single day we talk about Alabama. Of course we do. It's because, well, there's a lot of stuff going down in Tuscaloosa even today. And to help us kind of talk about that situation and more is one Mr. Drew DeArmond from Talkin' Ball, presented by Mercury Motors and Alumni Hall. Drew, it's good to have you back, brother. How you doing, man?
Good, guys. It's great to be on with you, Bandy and John. I know you guys are going to be back at it tonight as well.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
But a lot of high school basketball getting back underway, and the Bucks are the Bucks finally back home tonight.
Yeah, finally.
Back home tonight, Newmarket taking on Hazel Green.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big rivalry with Hazel Green, no doubt. That's arguably their biggest rival. Jeremy Crutcher's done a great job with their team. They've improved a lot, but we know the Bucks are trying to defend their 6A state championship, and certainly that's going to be a raucous environment. Probably going to be another sold-out crowd. We're certainly going to have a crazy one over at Grissom for Huntsville High, who's trying to clinch the 7A Area 7 championship. But Grissom has held serve. They've only lost one game, that game being to Huntsville. And that's their last loss since the Huntsville City Classic, where they did lose to Austin, but they finished third. They finished 3-1 in the tournament. And Coach Doss's group is 14-11, but they played a very challenging schedule. We certainly know Huntsville High is 25-1. And looking to continue on their trek to try to get to Birmingham. But it's going to be a very challenging environment over there at Grissom. It always is. It's going to be. It was a record crowd for at the first meeting, in which was a 60-51 Crimson Panther win. It was a crazy crowd over at Huntsville High. That game wasn't decided till the final 3 minutes, and so we'll see what happens over at Grissom tonight. But I know it's going to be a great crowd, and we had Coach Dawes and Coach Swears on this morning, and we certainly look forward to being a part of that. And I know you guys look forward to being a part of another big rivalry with the Bucks and Hazel Green, another big area game.
Yeah, for sure about that. It's always just great to go out and call those games for this Buckhorn team, just because, I mean, the amount of competition that they're able to get past, it's really impressive to say the least. And I know Huntsville, of course, having just one loss on the season is definitely an impressive feat for them. But kind of moving over now to Tuscaloosa, the news that's going around, we've learned that, this week has been pretty good for Alabama, and a lot of people have kind of eased their minds about the situation they're in. But now we hear a little bit from some of the offensive players, some of the skill guys, saying, I mean, they're pumped to play for this Coach DeBoer offense. Kind of just talk a little bit about this situation that they got going on in Tuscaloosa.
Well, I mean, it was huge to get Ryan Williams into the fold and for him to cancel the Auburn visit and shut down his recruitment. I mean, he's the best player the state has produced, in my opinion, since Julio Jones. And we all know what Julio meant to the program. And so with what Coach DeBoer wants to do offensively, which is to be maybe the most prolific passing team in college football, it's definitely going to allow Ryan Williams to showcase his ability and his talents. And certainly Alabama's still continuing to, and this new staff, to connect with the kids that were signed under Nick Saban. They've lost a couple, Julian Sand to the Ohio State Moneybags, and then they did lose Jameer Grimsley to Florida. But other than that, they've kept the class together. They've got more guys like Amari Jefferson, Rico Scott, those guys coming in this weekend to reconnect with this new staff, because when you have a coaching change now, you can take another official visit. And so they definitely are going to try to continue to reconnect with these because not every signee enrolled early. Most of them did, but there's a few that did not. They're going to bring them in on visits and assure them that the role they have within the program. And so certainly with the departure of Isaiah Bonds to Texas and Amari Niblack, opens up opportunities for freshmen like Caleb Odom from Carrollton, Georgia, who may be the best flex tight end in the country. It also